Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review a fundraising investor database case study for a software sector investor. If you watch my previous videos, you know that you can click my Fiverr link below to get information on investor databases for venture capital, private equity, angel groups, family investment offices, and more. I also help clients with pitch deck reviews. If you're getting ready to send your pitch deck out to investors, I have a service on Fiverr where I will review it for you. Approximately 80% of the pitch decks that I receive are not suitable to be sent out to investors. I've also introduced a new feature. Individual sector databases are now free with a pitch deck review. So that means any of the sector lists that I've shown on my other YouTube videos, including this one here, if you get a pitch deck review, you get the database with it. So that's only one per client though. You also have the option to take a look at other databases that are geographic rate related. You may want to check into those, so contact me for more details, but this allows you to start the ground running on your fundraising campaign because you will have your pitch deck reviewed and you'll have a database that you can start sending it to. This video highlights a comprehensive database of software investors I recently created for a Canada-based client. What is this client looking for? This client is looking for $400,000 and they are in the software sector, and just to keep it generic, I've kept it just strictly by saying software, which is a big category. They're based in Canada, but they're willing to look in the USA and further abroad. And the database source I've just simply used for this one software as the keyword for the database, so anything that had software in it or any of the firms that have software as one of their sectors is going to come up, and therefore the number of contacts that they would like to see is around 1,500. And how do I find these contacts? I have a master database with over 400,000 contacts, and that includes new contacts just added as we sit here in September of 2023. It includes venture capital, private equity, angel groups, family investment offices, hedge funds. It also includes a very large database of high net worth and ultra high net worth individual investors, and that is a database that is specifically for certain clients only. So what did the final database include? So I was able to find 1,700 contacts that had 800 emails. This database did not include LinkedIn addresses, and there were 1,700 websites. So it was a pretty large database, and again, it was a broad sector for just software. What type of contacts will benefit from a software investor's database? Because it is a very broad category, this database is perfect for software startups, enterprise software providers, SaaS providers, application developers, cybersecurity firms, AI and machine learning companies, and there's a lot of those coming out right now. So this type of software database would suit any of those, and keeping in mind that I have just used the one keyword. If I added tech to it, it would have been a much larger database, but this client wants to drill down into ones that specifically said software. So let's take a look at the database. So all my database searches start on this dashboard, and as you can see here, I have 252,000 contacts, and again, that's venture capital, private equity, hedge funds, family investment offices, and investment banks, everything that has to do with raising capital. And it is an updated database that has not only emails but LinkedIn's in some cases. And for example, if I were to start off with just a simple search of tech and not hit any country or city, then I'm going to come up with 4,455 contacts. If I wanted to narrow that down a bit, for example, let's say somebody was specifically looking for New York as the city, then I would have 217 contacts to take a look at in that case, and then I would simply go here, take a look at the see results, and I could export the search results onto an Excel spreadsheet. So that's how I start off with all my searches for my clients. So now we're over on the database portion, and as you can see here, there's a little over 1,700 contacts. And again, I've just used the keyword software. If I used tech, it would have expanded it quite a bit. But when you're using these type of databases, the most important thing is to get to a position where you're starting off with a list that's workable. I also try to tell clients that what they should do is prepare 3 types of investor letters for a type of list like this, and you can look on my Fiverr profile and I can show you how to do those. So this list here, it has a country, and because it's global, even though this company is in Canada, they're willing to look in the USA and the UK and Europe. Now, of course, most of these are going to be in the United States because the venture capital, corporate venture capital, accelerators, angel groups, private equity firms, family offices, the majority of them are going to be in the United States, but that's not a problem because this client again is in the software business, and software works no matter what country that you're going to, as long as for the most part they're English speaking. And so therefore we have types, and as I mentioned, we've got all types of firms here that they can use to reach out to. Again, the sector, the keyword was software, and for a large amount of them there are going to be descriptions that they can use to research as well. These databases again are not to be used to spam. They're to be used for researching, to send out individual letters to different groups. If they do not have an email, that is nothing that you should be too concerned about, because when you go to their website, you're almost always going to see some sort of contact there that will have their email address or their LinkedIn profile. If you have a large amount of LinkedIn addresses, you can also use services on the web that can extract emails from them. So that if that is your only way of contacting them, that's an easy way to do it as well. But this is how I helped a Canadian group in the software sector with their fundraising campaign. Are you looking for updated investor databases? My databases include venture capital, private equity, family offices, angel investors, angel groups, and high net worth investors with over 400,000 verified global contacts. And be sure to check out my full database of family investment offices, the perfect way to access ultra high net worth investors. This is the largest database of family investment offices that you're able to access. There's over 10,000 contacts. Click my Fiverr link below for more information. Thank you for watching this video.